Today, we're going to be going over proper photo sizing for your website. Here, I have this picture pulled up, and we can see that it's rather large. It's almost 6,000 pixels by maybe close to 3,600, if not more. So this will probably come in around 2.2 megabytes when saved. So if we were just going to upload this original file to our website, we're going to click File, Save As, Export. And again, let me do this a little bit slower. File, Export, Save for Web. And we're open into a JPEG. And I have the quality set for 70. It doesn't really need to be much higher. And it's saying that if saved, it's going to be 2.8 megabytes. So this is a really large file. Now, if I go to save it as a PNG 24, it's saying it's going to be at least 16.6 megabytes, which is entirely too large for a website. PNG is reserved for anything that's going to have transparency, so we would not be using PNG. So let's go back to our JPEG settings. Again, this was 2.8, and let's resize this. I would most likely be using this in like a banner situation, so let's try 1200. And we can see it dropped it down significantly. It's now less than 200 kilobytes, which is great. I like to keep my images around that size. This is 158, and this is what we want to save. Now, in order to get this sizing to what we need exactly, because right now we're just working within the original image, we want to go find out the file size. So whether you're working in Illustrator, Adobe XD, or you're working with a developer, go find out what that file size is. I've got this little page marked up here, and if I click my image placeholder, it's 500 by 500 pixels. So I'm going to take these measurements into Photoshop and make a picture that is going to fit. Instead of just grabbing the selector and trying to figure out where I'm going to put it, because you can see this picture is huge, and even this small little box is already 1,000 pixels. So what I would like to do, and to make sure all of my other website pictures are consistent, is I'm going to File, New, Create Custom. I already have it in here, 500 by 500. Resolution is 72. 72 is for web, 300 is for print. Create. I'm going to grab this image here, and I can likely, before I grab it actually, I can likely resize it. So let's resize this. Making sure that the proportions are locked. Let's take this down to 2,000 pixels, and that'll definitely help. All right, got the picture selected. I'm putting it in here, and let's go down to that little turtle. Perfect. Might even still be a little bit too big, so I'll zoom out and resize. For Photoshop, you do not want to hold shift when you resize, otherwise it will distort the image. Okay, this looks pretty good to me. I'm going to go File, Export, Save for Web. All right, my file size is already in there. Look at this. That's beautiful. It's saying it's going to be 50 kilobytes. Amazing. All right, let's go save this. Now I'm going to simply drag and drop my new image into the circle. And boom, there it is. It looks great. The quality is amazing. I mean, and this, I'm zoomed in at 200%. So of course, it's going to look a little grainy. But this is 100%, and it looks fantastic. So those are just a few things to keep in mind as you are working on your pictures and resizing them appropriately for your website.